Hi, my name is Nona Moreland. Back in 2012, I attended college for graphic design, only to find out 3 months later that I've gotten myself into more trouble than I could possibly get myself out of. Um, as school progressed, I started to piece together my tuition and how much school was actually going to cost when I got out. Um, the semester goes for 6 months. I ended up leaving school 3 months into it, and when I looked over my tuition, they told me that for one semester it was 10,000. So because of that, and my mom telling me that that it was going to be 10,000 by the time I got out, I left. So I am 1 degree short of graphic design, which didn't really yield a job at all, because when I got out, I found out that graphic design didn't at all offer any jobs. So I was basically studying for something that didn't offer me squat in the end. So yeah, that was fun. So when I got a hold of um, the government and the programs that I went through, I ended up finding out that I owed over 14,000, and that was just my private loan. Turns out that I had two other loans that I wasn't fully aware of until, I started asking people, and well, one said, well, you owe 2,000 something for this loan, and then you owe 2,000 for this loan, and I ended up almost owing, $5,000 through the school, plus the 2,000 that I owed on top of that for subsequently leaving school early in the middle of the semester, which technically was still the first 3 days of moving in. So yeah, that was my fun. So technically, in the end, school ended up ended up basically screwing me over. Essentially, yeah, I'm screwed. So I ended up going into a payment option because that's the only thing I could do to get the loan sharks off my back. So I owe $14,930.14. Now imagine if I stayed the whole semester. Yeah, I would have owed over $20,000. Yeah, no, no. So because I didn't necessarily act on the debt right when I got out of school, the interest rates were over 2,000 a month. So you put that together, yeah, that's I ended up with the 14,000. So until I make payments of $130 for 9 months, my loan will get out of default, and yeah, then it'll start going down, and my credit won't, be so negative. But because of that 14,000, I can't even apply for a car loan, let alone, a house or a job, because they hold that debt over my head, and they call me unreliable, um, arrogant, telling me that because I let it go for so long that if I started payments when I got out of school, I would have been a lot better off. But when I got out of school, I had no job. I couldn't find a job. And where I went to school was in Boston, Mass, and there were no jobs. I tried. I really did. There were no jobs in Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, believe me, I tried. Almost every place I go, I tried applying, and they'd either deny me or tell me that I didn't have, available hours, or that I didn't have enough experience. So that screwed me over even more. So technically, 2 years later, I'm now 14,000 in the hole. I'm making $130 payments every month, which is, straining me, but at the same time, it's rebuilding my credit. So I guess I learned the hard way not to attend college. Not saying college is a bad thing. I'm just saying, before you head in there, that you're prepared and that you have a backup plan, and you go in there with at least a few, scholarships to say, hey, yeah, I got most of my bases covered, so I'm good. But yeah, this is a really bad crisis, and we've really got our heads together, and we've got to do something, because more and more children every year, when they get out of high school, they're going to want to go to college thinking this is the greatest thing, and I can get a good job, and I can get a great career. It's not like in the movies. So before anybody decides, to go to college, please get your head straight, know what you're doing, apply for as many scholarships as you can. I don't care if you have to crawl under a bridge and dive off the Empire State Building. Do what you can so you can avoid the same problems that I went through. Please, speak out and say something before someone else falls for it too.